Hello guys, welcome back to Mathematics. Today we are going to talk about the circumference, which is a circle's perimeter. Remember, the perimeter is just the length of the border of a shape. So let's start drawing a circle. So to draw a circle, we basically need a center. And we draw a circle, drawing all the points that have the same distance from the center. That distance from the center is what we call the radius, which we usually represented just with the letter R. Now we just need to rotate this radius and draw all the points that have the same distance from the center, like this. Then why is pi important? Why do we need it? Well, since the circumference is the circle's perimeter, that means it's the length of this red line. But in that shape, it's a little hard to measure it. So imagine that we could open it here and stretch it until it's a line. If we have it like this, we could measure it now. So we could have the length of the circumference and the length of the radius. Let's also remember that the measure of twice the radius is the measure of the circle from side to side, and that's we called the diameter. And we usually represent it with the D. It could be capital letter or lowercase. So here let's talk about the diameter, twice the radius. Someone realizes that if you divide the length of the circumference and the diameter, you are always going to get the same number, exactly the same decimals. It doesn't matter what is the size of the circle. So that's why they decided to give it a name and a symbol to represent it, the Greek letter pi. So pi is the result of dividing the circumference and the diameter. That means that if we want the circumference of a circle, we don't have to measure it directly because it's hard since the surface is round. We could use pi and the length of the radius or the diameter. So, since the circumference divided by the diameter is going to be pi, then we could say that the circumference is pi times the diameter. And also, since the diameter is twice the radius, we could say pi times 2 times the radius. So any of these two equations could help us to find the circumference. Now, how to get or remember the value of pi? Well, according with the precision you want, you are going to learn some of the decimals. This sentence here, how I wish I could calculate pi, is going to help you to remember 6 of the first decimals. You just need to count how many letters each word has. For example, this one has 3 letters, this one 1, 4, 1, 5, 9, and 2. That means you could write pi as 3.141592. So that sentence could help you to remember the first 6 decimals of pi. This is going to keep going, that's why we put the 3 dots. That was all for this video, guys. I hope it gets clear how to use pi and how to find the circumference of a circle. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Book your own lessons with me, the link is in the description, and drop any question you have in the comment box. Bye bye guys, see you next time.